Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of DigiCom tutorial series. This is Ashik once again from Joomcast. In the fourth episode, we will going to discuss about the global configuration, as we haven't finished discussing on global configuration on our last episode. We are going to move on describing the currency, store, and the tax section. The currency option in the global configuration settings seems to be one of the most easiest settings that I have found in the DigiCom e-commerce extension. At first, you can optimize the number of decimal digits that you want to attach with the cost of the product. Next is what sort of symbol that you would want your 1000 digits to be grouping. Do you want to use comma or you want to use full stop? Either of that would work fine. Next is the decimal symbol, which I have kept a dot, and then comes the currency code. I live in Bangladesh. I would like to use the BDT, Bangladeshi currency code, and the currency symbol would be not available in my keyboard. As it is not available in my keyboard, I would rather go with the currency format, and I will change the currency format from currency symbol to currency code, so that this portion will show up, not this blank portion, which I have kept blank because I don't have the currency symbol in my keyboard. After all of that comes the currency position. It depends where you want to put the currency code or the currency symbol. Do you want to put it after the number of costs, or do you want to before it? So there are two options from which you can choose. It's as simple as it is. We can go to the store section once we are here. And there is something which we should know about this section, is that all the information that we put here, for example, the store name, the base country, the base state, address, additional information, phone numbers, and the store logo, these are the information which a customer will be able to find in the invoice of the product. So once they buy the product, or once they are actually buying the product, a demo invoice shows up. These are the information which will show up on that invoice. And after they buy the product, if we want to attach this invoice and send it to their emails, this is platform where you can edit the invoice. This is the right platform where you put all the information that you want this information to be inside the invoice. The last one is the tax section. Probably this is the most used section. This tax section, however, help you to enable tax rates being attached to your product. So now come the most interesting part. This is where you actually get to select the rate of tax which you want people to pay once they are buying the product. You can certainly select taxes according to the countries. So any person visiting from United States and from Alaska will be paying a different sort of tax rate than the one who is buying the product from Oklahoma. For that, you need to say no. You need to select the countrywide section as no, because I don't want the tax rate to apply to the whole country. I want this tax rate, $100, just to apply for visitors who are buying my product from Alaska. So from Oklahoma, if I were to select a different sort of tax rate, I just need to select the state from the state and provenance option, and I would say that it doesn't apply to the whole country, and I would say it would be $50 from anyone who is buying from Oklahoma. So this is a very useful tool. Have the entire inventory of all the countries in the world and the states and the provinces. It's pretty wide and it's pretty simple as well. So any countries who is having hardcore legislation regarding tax, and who is very strict with tax, they can use this tool, perfectly utilize and sell the product seamlessly, easily. The next section is the fallback tax rate. As we have already seen that we have selected a particular type of tax rate for a certain type of people coming from certain origin or from certain provinces or states or for our countries. But what happened, we haven't selected any country from which the customers comes. So if I have selected taxes for United States and Europe, what happens for those people who are coming from Asia? So we select a universal tax rate for those people who are not selected already on the tax rate section, and anyone coming from Asia will be entitled to pay 6.5% of tax rate. So this is where you can put the percentage. Next is the price entered with tax. Do you want your price to be displayed with the amount of tax it shows, or do you want the tax to be in a separated part on your invoice and on your checkout section? So if I want to keep it yes, then I would say that the tax will be entered with the price of, or with the cost of the product. However, I would like to keep it no, because I want my product price to be what exactly it is, and I want the tax section to be coming or popping up on my invoice later on. The last option actually allow you to display the tax rate on the prices, so I would like to keep it yes, because as I have selected a certain amount of tax. That's all I have from episode 4 of DigiCom tutorials. Keep watching. On the next video we will go through with the theme and email settings of the global settings. Thank you so much for watching the video.